Hello and welcome back. Today we are playing Out of Ore, and I did a little prep work before. If you come over here, I was going to use dirt and then I decided against it and I went with gravel. So we have a little pathway coming down here. We are going to create an asphalt plant right up in the corner where I was standing. And we're going to try to do a little paving. I haven't done it before, so bear with me in case I make any mistakes. But I think I'm going to have I'm going to do a hopper to put the gravel into. Since my gravel is right here, I'm just going to start it right here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to buy a hopper. And we're going to put that down facing, I want it to be up and turned the other way like that. Now if I can just get it to stay up. Come on. Up. No, come on. Let's try grid build. See if that'll help me. Not really. Alright, right there. If it'll just click. There we go. Alright, so from there, we're going to have, let's see, we also need to have oil refinery, gravel, and then an asphalt plant. And what I plan on doing with this hopper is just grabbing the gravel out of here and putting it in. So I don't need to have this space over here open. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run, let's see, I need to find out if that goes up or down. Yeah, that goes down. Okay, so I need to have up going for a conveyor belt. Let's go with let's go with the 8x6 up. See how that looks. I don't want it to be too far off the ground. Yeah, okay. Picked the wrong one. Alright, so we will sell that one real quick. And then we're going to go with a 4x4 up and a straight 4. And the reason for the straight 4 is so that we can put the piping in behind. Because there's the piping that's going to be going in there. So then out here, this is what I'm thinking about doing, is I can either have it run off this end over here, or turn and run off this end over here, and then have like a little platform to like either pull the truck or the paver up to load into. So I think we're going to go a left 2, that is not working, come on. Did I pick right 2? I did pick right 2, damn it. Left 2, I grabbed the wrong one again. Let's sell those, since we're just wasting money. Left 2, and then from there, we will do a straight 8. Let's see how far this takes us. Yeah, okay, let's do a straight. I should actually use an elevator, I think, and go from there. That way I could still drive through here if need be. Yeah. Let's go to the map. See how far that hangs out. So I'm gonna go a straight 4 and a shoot. Something like this. So we can just drive up under it, get loaded. Actually, that may not work either. I may have to go into a storage and then put a hopper next to this. Alright, let's take this out. That part stays. this part goes. And we will sell those to, I don't need them. We're going to use storage and another hopper. Because I don't want to have it just drop it on the ground when I'm not actually processing. And the storage will keep it hot and we can still use it later on. Alright, so that's there, and then on this one we will put the other hopper. Try not to get stuck in there. Alright. Well, did that connect right? Yeah, okay, it did. But there's no room for crap. Alright, so let's changing things up a little bit as we go. Sorry, sometimes it happens. We're going to go with a straight 2 on here, and then take this down. Well, once we get up here and reach it, and then that'll come down, and then we'll come over here, and that will go here. So we moved over enough that we have enough room for a power plant without actually clipping. Alright, so power. We only need a 1 speed on this because there's no reason to have anything faster than that. So we can close that, put that in place, and this entire thing runs on, why is it not showing my other stuff? It's didn't clip in right. 7. Alright, now let's look at it. We're only showing 207. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a, I think I'm going to do the small solar power here. 300 watts, only 18,000. I mean, I could do wind, but I think solar is going to work better for this. So we put this down and spin it around. The connections are right there. Something like that. Grab a power line for it. And then we can just come over here, and when we need the asphalt that's going to be in there, we can just turn this thing on. It'll fill up whatever we're trying to fill. We can turn it back off. That'll work good. Alright, so now the hard part comes, because we have to pipe in oil that we don't have. And I am going to put a storage facility up too, because I want to be able to make plastics off of it. So I'm going to need pipes. We're going to go with left 2, and then probably if I do a storage here, let's just try to see what the storage looks like off this thing. Okay, this works. And I need a right 2. That'll go there. And then we need to go to production. And we're going to do oil refinery. That's going to connect in right there. That's going to turn our crude oil into oil, because we need to have oil for the asphalt plant, I believe. I'm not mistaken yet. Oh, we can do oil or crude oil, but I need to have the oil for the plastics, and it has to be refined. So yeah, we'll do it this way. And then grab an oil pump. Now this is where it gets tricky, because we have to, as you can see, this thing does not want to be placed unless there's coal underneath of it. So if we put this in here, click it in, we're going to have to take out, I think it's just this block here, and I'm going to try that. So we're going to go take this back down. We're going to take this block out, run over here to our coal, grab some, and hopefully this should work. If not, I'll have to dig out more. But So if this works like I think it's going to, it should be 4, 5, 6, 7, and then pat, and voila, the pump's in. Now all we have to do is get power over to this one, and how can I do that without having huge issues? Let's see. There's definitely enough power coming off of that, but I don't think I want to be involved in that. Let me put down, this is again, this can be a small power conveyor. We're not going to be doing a whole lot of this. Let's see how much power we actually need for all this. 385. So if I do a 500 watt solar and put it right here, run a line over there, it should work. So let's stand it about there. And down here to the 500 solar watt power. And then we're going to put that over here. But we're going to turn it 1 notch. Well, 3 notches, I guess, since I went the wrong dang way. Maybe we will leave it just like that. It's probably the best way, actually. Alright. And then we'll go a power line. And everything speaking, it should be working properly, and I shouldn't have any clipping either. Okay. So let's turn this thing on. No, I guess we need to turn the other thing on first. Let's turn that on. And then we'll run over here. And the pump is working. And we should have oil coming in. Yep, okay. So, I turn on pass through, so it will take it as needed. Or is it just going to be dumping it off somewhere into storage? Okay, so it's not going into storage, but it's not going up anymore. So I may have to turn pass-through on when I'm making asphalt. That way it still grabs it for making the plastics. So let's see, if we come over here, we grab a stack of rock, put that in here, come over here, jump up on top because I need to have access to both of them. Turn pass-through on, consume. Technically, we should be making asphalt over here now. There we go. Man, that's gonna be a lot. And then when this gets done, we'll have to turn that back off. We'll just leave the power running so it continues to collect oil. Alright, so next thing I want to do is I want to get vehicles. We're going to go paving. We need to get one of these. I can move that coal out of the way. And then rock truck. I wish there was a paving truck, because I think these are too much. 30 yards. There's no way that paver holds that much. Paver holds 6.8 yards. 30 yards, 39 yards, 40 yards, 47. I know these are 130, that's not okay. So, how about we look at these trucks? How much does this one hold? 13 yards, there we go. We'll use this for paving. So we're going to buy one of those. And then we're going to plop the paver down somewhere in here and plop this truck down over here. I've never done this before, so bear with me. It might be kind of goofy at first, but my idea is to basically just make a road go in that direction towards the gravel over there. I'm probably going to go too wide on it, and then I gotta flatten this stuff out first, and then have it available for use when I need it for doing something else or whatever. I could go get my roller, but it's a small amount here. Because see, I'm also planning on bringing the road around. I might pave all the way up to here, and then have it come out, cruise around this way, and also come up here and connect into here. Let's see if I can get rid of some of this, or at least flatten it out a little bit. There we go. I don't know if I can fill that hole in. Maybe. OBS is being derpy today too. It's saying that I've only been on for like 5 minutes when I've been on for like 15. Alright, so that's all flattened out now. Alright, so if we back this truck up under here, we could just do a pass through actually, as long as we line up on it correctly. I don't want to fill it. I want to be at just like probably half a truck, I think. That looks like it's lined up right. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to stand over here and turn the thing on and off as the truck fills up. So we got this turned on, this turned on. How much, holy crap, we got a lot there. I definitely don't want that much, I don't think. Let's try this amount here. Let's see. Looks like I might have got just the right amount. Maybe not. Let's stop it there. This holds 13, that holds like 8, so I don't want to go too much. I probably already did anyway. But what should happen is I should be able to back up to this thing now and dump into it. And if I'm paying attention, I should be able to make it work without having too big of a mess. Yeah, let's just try that amount there. See how that works. Since I don't know exactly how much. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's a good amount. Alright, so I think I should start by coming over there and working my way around. And unfortunately, this is something you can't just dump the asphalt in there by hand. You have to use a dump truck, and that's the reason why you had to find the right size dump truck. So again, I've never done this before, so bear with me here. I need to look at the controls. So obviously driving. Let's see real quick. Shift is that one. Okay. Shift up and down. Control. Oh man, I can't see what it's doing. Ah, okay, making it wider. There we go. Let's make it as wide as possible. Alright. Maybe we should narrow it for a minute until we get past that part. And then we'll extend it out. There we go. Alright, now we'll extend it out. Oh look, the little sun visor things come out on the top of the roof too. That's kind of cute. And then lower down. Too far. Alright, let's start paving. Oh wow, it's going to take a lot of pavement. Okay, so let's get the truck over here. Back it up in there, put some more in. And I guess I'll just go ahead and fill it up now while I'm still in it. So it should take the rest of this without making a mess. And we'll pull over here real quick. So we put 1900 in here, and we have 400 left. How much do we have in here? 8,000. Okay. Now let's cut that in half again. Let's just do it in 1,000 segments. That way I can sort of keep track of it. Alright, and then we're going to put this in here. Consume. Let that run through. While that's filling up, we'll jump on this puppy and continue to pave. Doesn't seem very level, does it? Yeah, let's try that. really like this thing. It's kind of cool. We're going to stop right there. We're going to grab the truck. Now, if I don't pay attention to what I'm doing here, since it is a little bit slower than it was, it will create a mess. So I need to be paying attention and try to stop it from dumping the entire load. You'll see it when it starts to move too. I watched somebody else's videos on this. Man, come on. Give way a little bit. It's gonna dump all at once, isn't it? That's good enough for now. Just pull this around. And yes, I am going to be losing some gold spots. Going to be paving over like these spots over here, but that's alright. We have plenty of gold around here. Let's back up just a bit. And start paving. And as soon as you hit reverse too, or the brake for stopping, it turns off the paver. Now it should take the rest of this. No problem. So now that we have an empty hopper, an empty truck, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it through 1,000 at a time and see how that looks in the truck, because that might be the right amount. Alright, so this is still running, right? Yeah, okay. Turn this on, click this in. Let's see how that looks in the truck. It might be too much too. Well, I don't know how many cubic feet a yard is, but I mean weight-wise. Like if I need to put in 700 and run that through to make it the right amount for this. But as you can see, we'll go through an awful lot of this, so I'm going to have to actually probably make more asphalt too, which is easy enough. We'll just do the toss a load of gravel in there. I'll go ahead and do that right now, so it starts making. We can always sell off the excess. Let's see, let's do 2 loads, I guess. Just by going from what we've done so far. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see when we back up the thing and dump it. If it makes a mess, I'll have to clean it up before we can go any further. If not, we know that 1,000's the right amount. But I think it should be a touch too much. Oh, it's not. Nice. Even better. So without hitting the paver, we'll work our way by here. And I still hit the paver. Get this bad boy lined up. Starting at 1,000 going through here while I get on it up with the next section of paving. I wonder if this is considered terraforming, putting asphalt down. Yep, sure is. Okay, so back up, wait till it's not locked, and turn it back on. Yeah, I was going to put the road right up next to the building, or the foundations, but then I remembered that I put door spots available, or I'm going to be putting doors in with platforms to get down on this wall, so I didn't want to have the road coming right by here. That's why this mound of junk is here. Alright, let's get this. This is working out good. Way better than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be very difficult. Since the dozers aren't, I don't know, I guess they work, but not the way I think they should work. Slow process of opening. Dump. No, get the rest of it out. There we go. Go back up, line up another load. Now, if later on, if like it gets gouged out for whatever reason, I can always come back and change it out. Now this, we'll just take that right there too, and we'll worry about spreading it out when we get time to do it. All right. And start paving. I mean, this really wasn't a necessity, it was just more of a want thing to do. Something different instead of just digging. Stop there, run back over here. Yeah, I will have to roll this. I didn't realize it was that high. That's really bad. Maybe I'll scoop that off and repave that area. I do have the roller up at the gold sniping plant. Or maybe going across it with a asphalt roller will drop it down. I don't have one of those yet. And we have plenty of money, so not like we're hurting for money right now. Consume, split, alright. Let's split this and this. Let's just move this down here. There we go. Now we get the next floor ready to go. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right up to here. Then I'm going to bring the roller down to do that part, because I just did that with a shovel, and I'm not sure if it's going to be good enough. So let's go ahead and stop right there. And we'll start heading back the other way once we are reloaded. Alright, run back over here. It's a lot of work for one. It'd be a lot better if you had two people doing this. One hauling asphalt, one running the paver. Way less downtime. I wish there was a remote shut-off you could do for plants. Because then you could just sit in the truck and load it up, turn it off, load it up, turn it off. Know exactly what you wanted. Consume, kick that over, start paving again. Rinse and repeat till we're finished. It should plop right in the middle. Yeah, I think I'm going to use that little front end loader over there to scrape that off before I go any further. I'll be able to get one more load in, I think, before I need to do that. Turn sharp. That's good. Nope, wrong way. Consume. Click the next batch over. So we should be able to finish this one off before we have to scoop that stuff off there. This one's really overloaded. It didn't make a mess and spray out everywhere though, so we must be doing something right. Alright, and that's as far as we go. We'll go ahead and scrape this off real quick. Just dump it off here to the side. I think the actual middle of that asphalt went down without actually wrecking the asphalt. At least it looked like it did. Yes, I know. Oh, way too deep, but I'll flatten it out. A whole lot easier to bring it up than it is to take it down. Man, I haven't used this little guy in a long time. Let's see how flattening that out works now. See, part of it's flattening out without getting rid of the asphalt, and other parts it's taking it, so I don't know if there's a glitch in the game or what. But it doesn't look too mounded up there now. Definitely going to have to go dump a little bit in this hole though to fill it up with, since I took a little too much out. Just go like this. And I already have some in my inventory? I do, okay. Well, we won't need more than that. Let's see, 8. Should be enough right there. There's a little dip still. Maybe we'll put a little bit more right here. And right here. Flatten that out. See what it looks like. I don't want to go too much, which I think I might have just done too much. Crap. Well, we'll see after I flatten it out. I don't know, it looks pretty smooth actually. Could use a little right there. Let's see what it looks like here. Yeah, we'll go with that. Alright, let's load this puppy up. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. Driving across the big bump on the outside, but I don't care about that part. I can fix that easy enough. Come on, get up there. Consume. Bring this down. Split that. Split that. There we go. Next 4 batches are ready. So we can fix that in a minute. Alright, back it up. Want to hook it on something? Okay. Jump in. This video might be a little longer than I was expecting. I don't know how long it's been up because OBS is being weird again. And it's been doing this for the last 2 days since I did the update. Consume, put that in there. So give me 1 second here to see how long I've actually been up. According to this, properties, it's been 45 minutes already. Okay. In that case, I'm probably gonna do a little bit of a jump cut after I finish off doing this section here, and show you the finished product when we get done. I don't want it to be an hour-long video. So I'm going to pause there, and I will see you in a minute. Alright, we're all done here. As you can see, we got the thing. I actually came and did this. We're flying a drone right now, so you can see it easy. But I paved underneath the where the hopper comes in, and we went all the way around over here, and all the way over to the gravel pit. I didn't go down in the gravel pit, and I might move a couple things around and pave like up to the hopper or something later on. I just wanted to get this finished. We have oil coming in there, so I'm going to be ended up putting, well, about where the drone is looking right now. Or actually, let's do this. Where the drone shadow's at, somewhere right about in there, over to about in there. I'm going to put in like 2 or 3 hand smelters, because that's the only way you can make plastics, and that's what we're going to use that oil for, is to make plastics, so that we can start doing electronic parts. That way we can do our own repairs instead of having to buy parts. Let me bring this back down so I can get out of it. Alright, so with that being said, we're going to leave the drone there. Like I said, put a few smelters right in here, and that way we'll have concrete, we'll have smelters making plastics. Oh, wrong one. I'm going to go with this one here. But that way we can make the electronic parts, which are used in plastics for the built batteries too, for the ECU models, for the motors, gear kit uses plastic, stepper motor uses electronic parts. So anyway, we start making all these things. What is this? Built sensor, which all of that stuff is inside of one of our, if you look here, let me just jump in this real quick. I think I saw it, I needed something. Yeah, it's broken, so we look at this real quick. Inventory. Come through here and look, find out what it is. Yep, OEM injector, so we could actually make that part and put it in for ourselves now. In fact, they're all getting kind of low. There's been a lot of work done on this truck. But that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and hopefully see you in the next one. And if you like what you saw, leave a like in the any comments, questions. I had a lot of fun doing this. It's something different. Still part of the game, but something different. It's nice to do various things. So, again, thanks for stopping by. I will catch you in the next one. Have a good day.